Hello, my name is Dennis, and today I'm going to be talking about when should you get your child a cell phone. Now, I don't have any kids of my own, but I have plenty of nieces and nephews. My oldest niece just turned 11, and her parents gave her a cell phone. Not only did they give her a smartphone, but they gave her the iPhone 11. And that's when I started questioning as to, does she really need a cell phone, and does she really need a smartphone? Now, there's a lot of pros and cons to this, so I'll let you decide. So, according to Pew Research Center, the average age of a child who has a cell phone is between 12 and 13 years old. 37% of children that are 12 to 17 have a smartphone, and 6 out of 10 parents of children between the ages of 8 and 12 give their children cell phones. um, 84% of the parents said that the reason why they gave their child a cell phone was due to safety concerns. And 73% of parents said that it was to communicate with their children after a school activity. Now, what's the importance of having a cell phone? For one, communication. You are able to access and call anybody that you need to talk to. You can simply dial their number, call them, text them, email them, reach out to them through social media if you have an internet uh, source on your phone, and you're able to communicate with them instantly. Another one is through research. Um, think about any time that you wanted to answer a question that you did not have the answer to. Uh, Before, you would have to either ask a friend or get to a laptop or computer or a book, even, and that's how you would find your answer. Nowadays, any smartphone has internet access, and you can instantly surf the web just like any computer or laptop and find the answer to whatever question that you have. Entertainment is another reason why cell phones are very important. If you are busy doing some work and you need to relax, or you need to just decompress a little bit, you might want to listen to some music or watch some videos. Everyone's favorite, surf through social media and see what your friends are up to. All of these entertainment, all these are reasons for entertainment that a cell phone provides. So what's the downside of having a cell phone? For one, is the consumption of your time. Many times you have to, your child is needing to do their homework or chores or whatever it is that as a parent you need them to do. And they are so busy with their cell phones that they either forget to do it or they procrastinate to do it, just because they're so busy on their cell phones. Another one is if they have a smartphone and they're online, well, they're on the internet and they're subject to go to unreliable sites or hackers. They can go on social media and be bullied. Cyberbullying is a huge, huge problem nowadays with children. Um, and maybe you give them your debit card or your credit card for them to buy something that they need, and they go to an unreliable site, and then your credit card or debit card information is stolen, and before you know, you're out of money just because of that. And lastly is the cost of a cell phone. Cell phones nowadays are not cheap. If you want to keep with the highest trend of the cell phones, technology never stops. So you're going to have to spend a pretty penny, just to buy the cell phone. Now, if you want to buy a smartphone, it comes with internet, so you have to get an internet plan. If you don't trust your child with a cell phone that much, and you're afraid that they're going to drop it and it's going to break or they will lose it, then you have to purchase an insurance plan for it, which just adds to the cost, and it's already adding up and getting expensive. So why does your child need a phone? Well, for one, is if your child is getting up there in age where they are staying after school for either academic reasons or sporting events, then they might need a cell phone to be able to call you or somebody to pick them up after school, or to let you know of unexpected things of, they went to school today and they didn't realize, or they were notified that they had to stay after school for whatever reason, and now they have to notify you, so they can simply just call you or text you, and they can get in contact with you. An emergency, say that they are at a friend's house and something happens and they need to reach out to you as quickly as possible to let you know. Well, they can contact you now with their cell phone. And lastly, through social communications, everyone wants to keep in touch with somebody. Your children are getting into that age where they're making friends and they want to have time for themselves, and they want to plan different social events, and they want to communicate with them. During summer break, they don't get to see all of their friends, so they want to continue to stay in touch with them. Throughout the weekends, maybe they want to make plans to hang out and see each other. Well, cell phones provide that access to be able to communicate with their friends. So now you know the pros and cons of having a cell phone. So here is the golden question: when should your child get a cell phone? I mean, everybody has a cell phone, right? When should your child get a cell phone? Well, according to Pew Research Center, that's all based on their maturity. When can you trust your child with a cell phone? That's what you have to ask yourself. Are they going to be responsible with it? If they take it to school, will they be responsible in class with it? Will they follow all of the rules and guidelines that the school has for students with cell phones? Or will they be a distraction for the students, for the teachers? Will they be getting more in trouble having this cell phone with them in class? Um, a big worry of parents when it comes to safety is if your child will be texting and driving. I think we are all guilty of this as adults, but give that responsibility to a 16-year-old child, a 17-year-old child, and will they be able to understand the responsibility that comes with? Will they have the maturity to get their cell phone and place it in a safe distance? Well, they will not be tempted to grab it and text or call somebody and be responsible of causing an accident, harming others or themselves. Will they be responsible online? Will they be responsible on social media? Will they be another victim of cyberbullying? Will they be the cause of cyberbullying? Will they be responsible taking pictures of themselves or of other people and posting them on social media? Will they be responsible with any type of personal information? Will they put personal information out on the web that someone could access it and ruin their lives or ruin somebody else's lives? All of these questions are things that parents have to ask themselves um, as to if they should give their child a cell phone. I think after you decide this and you can see, yes, my child is responsible enough to have a cell phone, I see these levels of maturity in them, and I feel safe that they can have a cell phone, then I think that's when you make the decision. So ultimately, if you see all these signs of maturity, you can give your child a cell phone. Now, do they need a smartphone, or can they have simply just a basic phone that has that provides the needs that they need? For instance, there are plans out there that do not provide internet. It's just simple phones that call and text. That could be another solution if you do not trust the maturity level of your child. They can still use it to call you, they can still use it to communicate with their friends or communicate with you, but it gives you that peace of mind that they are not doing things that they're not supposed to be doing online. Um, Ultimately, the decision is up to the parent. And if you do not feel safe or don't feel like you can trust your child yet with a cell phone, then I think that you shouldn't get them one or just simply get them a basic phone. So I'll let you think about it. Thank you.